Okay, so very good evening to all of you. I hope that you all are doing good. And also, if you have any doubts pertaining to your prior session, were you all able to do whatsoever we had done till now? Whether have you all faced any difficulty? Ajoy, Sandeep, Arya. So day before yesterday, whatever we had learned, if you have any difficulty or if you have any doubts, please get back to me on the chat box so that I can help you with the same. Otherwise, we can proceed with today's session. Yes. So are you all ready, everyone? Shall we start? Okay, so just let me know whether if every one of you are ready and we can start the session or not. Okay, so I'll wait for your responses. All right, so Arya has said yes. What about others? Okay, so all I'll have to do is I will have to share you the screen of wix.com and the website which we had created the day before yesterday. So whenever it says that you cannot create your website on one single day, correct? Because we need some time to get it created. Unless and until we create the entire website, it is to be done as a foolproof thing with all your errors to be removed. So hence, it is not necessary we would be doing all the stuff in one single day. So next day when we open up this Wix and edit the website, all we have to do is we have to ensure whether all the details which we want to edit can be edited or not. So if it cannot be edited, then what we need to do is we need to simply, go to your website which you have created and say select an edit site. Now, the moment you select an edit site, it will get your website ready. So let this get ready. Just give me a moment. And here it says, okay, so it says we couldn't try and we have to, looks like a temporary, okay. So whenever you feel there is any technical glitch, you can refresh the page in that case, okay. And now you have to scroll down towards your top right corner and say edit site. Again, the moment you say edit site, it will get your page ready. And the moment it is ready, all you can do is you can start editing your work. Okay. So let's see how do we edit our website. Just let me give one moment. Yes. And here we are. So this is one thing which we have created. Now, the rest of the details which we need to understand today is how to add the pages. In case if you feel that you would be liking to add some more pages on your website, then how is it that you would be proceeding for? Okay. So the very first thing on the extreme left corner, there is this plus sign, correct? So the moment you click on the plus sign, you would have many other details as well. Whether you would be allowing with a strip, text, image, button, or a gallery. So now my question is, the very first thing, before adding any of these stuff, you have to add a page. Unless and until you add a page, you cannot proceed with the images or you cannot proceed with any other detailing. So the very first thing which we need to do is, we need to ensure that we go with this criteria of selecting whether it is a text, whether it is an image, or whether it is the other criteria. So in this case, let us say we would first add a page. That is your second option. Say add page. Okay. Now again, it will give you the options whether you want to go with these ones or whether would you like to go with a blank page. So I would suggest go with a blank page, because if you go with the existing ones only, then you will not be able to enter your own data. So let's say if we select a blank page now. Now what happens is we would be getting a blank page, but then it will ask you to rename it. So how your visitors will understand this page is about what? So let us say this page is about your services. Okay, you are going to showcase your services over here and just say done. The moment it is done, you see now you are free to add anything. So just a plus sign. So let that be a text or let that be an interactive slideshow. Now what this plus sign do is, it will help you to add all the templates from here. So let us say when you select an interactive one full with slideshows, it will give you so many options, So let us say if you're running a restaurant, obviously restaurant में कौन सी services है, wedding caterers or music caterers, whatever it is, a band or whatever other services you are providing, you can showcase that as a slide. So a moment a visitor would select this page, it will play automatically as a slide, one after another. So let us say if I preview this page for you, how is it going to show up? So you see, when I preview this, you see one after another, all the pages has been loaded, right? So this is again an important part. If you just go through one after another, but definitely we would not have these services. No, you can also have a video, just like how a video has been put up. It looks better, isn't it? So in this case, what we can do is you can also shift to the other slide and see, and you can add some text to it. Okay. Now, but if I ask you, for example, if let us say that you would be better editing this text. In this case, if you want to edit the text, how will you edit it? The very first thing, you would say edit text, and then you can put up the title also. So now it again depends whether you want to put up a title or whether you want to change the particular background image. So what is it that you would like to do? So let us say, would you like to edit the text or would you like to change the background? So the very first thing, if you don't like the background, you can definitely click on this and say change slide background, because not necessary, no, that we would be having the same service which we would be providing. So in that case, whether it has to be a video, a color or an image. So for every page on the website, you can have different images and you can have different videos. Okay. So in that case, what is it that you would like to have? Would you like to have an image or would you like to have a video? Let us say if you would like to have an image, so simply click on the image. Okay. And you can search from this Wix media. Now you just have to search for an image, which is the image or what is the content you are looking for. So let us say that you are looking for something called as Italian dish. We just simply tap on it and say enter. Now you see there are so many images. So anything, it could be a chef also. If you want something of chef sort, you would get all the images. So for free. That doesn't mean you have to first, download from Google and then upload. Nothing as such, because this is an inbuilt system of uploading from Wix only. Okay. Now let us say if I load this one and say change background, automatically this background will get changed. Now, what is the heading you want to write? You just say edit text and you can start putting up any of the headings. So let's say it is catering services. So it gives a better impression for the viewer when he is going to visit your website, and when all the slides will play one after another, wouldn't be more efficient and effective, correct? And then you can also put a tagline over here. Okay, so come and experience the lavish or mouth-watering dishes. So whatsoever you like to put up your content, but ensure there should be no spelling mistake. If there is a spelling mistake, then Google will not rank your website on the top. Okay. Come and experience the mouth-watering dishes with us. So this is what you can go on and write down. So I'm just going to put up some text for you. If you wish, you can also change the color of the text, but the color will not change automatically. For that, you have to first select this text and then change the color. Okay. And also you have to ensure whether it is bold or not. So if you would like to have it a bold one, you can also subsequently make a bolder one, right? So anyhow, whatever is your criteria, you can go with it. Now let's say there is this button, make a booking. So whenever a viewer is going to click on the button, he would be redirected to another page, correct? So for that purpose, we have to click on the link and select web address. The moment you select web address, you will have to enter any of the link of the website. Okay. So the moment you enter the website, any of the website, let's say if I just add this particular page, in this particular link, then what will happen? When a person would click on this link, he will be redirected to another page. Otherwise, you can also change the design of the buttons. If you want to make it more attractive, you want to change the designs, you can also change the designs over here. There are so many designs for buttons. Okay, you can customize the design, you can go with a 3D effect, and again, you can change the color options also. So say for example, you would like to go with this one, or would you like to go with a 3D one? Okay, so you can pick the attractive colors as well as some contrast text. So the text and the background should be contrast. All right. Now you just have to click on the link. So let us say online services or reservation page is already created in your website. So when a visitor is going to click on reservation or book order now, he would be linked to which other page? So in that case, you can go with the services itself, or you can have any other extra page. Okay, so this way you can just link it, because having a button is going to make no sense unless and until we link the button. Button means wherever you tap should be having another page, correct? So which is why we are clicking on the pin icon and linking it either on the existing page or on the external website, correct? So this much is understood, all of you. How did we add the slides? Plus sign, interactive, and you can go with any of these and then you can start editing. Correct? Till here, all clear. Seema, Arya, Ajoy, and Sandeep. Yes. So please let me know if you have any doubts till here so that I can guide you. Okay. So let us proceed now. And the next thing is about these slides. Now, how will you manage these slides? So you just click on settings. Now, when you click on settings, there is this option, manage slides. So all together, we have created 3 slides, correct? So do you wish to create one more slide? You can create as many slides to showcase your service. And in order to get your reference, you can also edit the name of the slide. So let us say first slide is about the catering. Second slide is, let us say, about the wedding events. Okay. So depending on your services, what is the service you are providing to your client or a customer? So this is not going to reflect to a customer. This is only for your preference, only for your requirement, that how will you be able to check it out. So let us say you want to shift this wedding events at the bottom, or you want to have the slide 4 at the top. So you can again accordingly switch from one slide to another. So there is no hard and fast rule as such that only slide 4 has to be at the last or at the top. So you can edit as well as you can shift your orders. Okay. So this is one thing. Now let us say if you want to also autoplay these slides automatically, how will you get these slides to be autoplayed? Now, say for example, if you want the slides to be autoplayed, so all the thing which you have to do is you just have to simply click on autoplay on loading, and how long each slide should be paused for. So do you want the slide to pause for 1 second, 3 seconds, 2 seconds? Accordingly, you can select it. Okay. So let us say if you click on this apply transition effects, you can also apply the transition effects. So whichever is the case, you can put it up accordingly. Okay. Now after that, what else do we need to do? So this is one thing. Now let us say you also want to change the layout, or you want to change the size of the navigation arrows. These are your navigation arrows. Can you see the right arrow and the left arrow? So let us say you don't like these particular buttons and you want to change it. So you can definitely change as well. Okay. So for example, if you don't like the button size or you don't like the color, then definitely you can also go for it. Okay. All right. Now let us say in this case, what we would be doing is we would be just selecting show slide buttons, increase or decrease the size. And let us say if I would rather click on the settings here, you can also say manage slides 1. Now let us say if you go with the design, now here you can offer the color buttons. Now what are the side buttons and what are the colors which you want to offer? So whether you want these ones or whether you want the other ones, it's all up to you. Okay. Now, one thing is what we can do next is we can either change the size. Let's say if you click over here on the design option and say arrow background. Now, what color do you want for the arrow background? So again, the background should not be the same of the arrow colors. If the arrow colors and the background is the same, then what would happen? You will not be able to see the arrows, correct? So this is one thing. Now the next thing is if you click on the dots as well, let's say if you go with this one, and if I scroll down, you see there are these dots. So again, these dots would be visible to you. So whether are you in the first slide, second slide, or third slide, a visitor should know. No? So accordingly, you can also change these particular buttons. So that you must have observed there's so many minute things which we are learning in website. Why we are learning? Because you all are website developers now, and this will not be ready-made. This you have to do it and pick it for yourself. So if you don't know that there is an option to edit the colors, edit the arrows, to edit these buttons, then how will you be able to do it? Correct? So that is the reason I'm explaining you each and everything minutely so that you won't face any difficulty in future while creating your own website. Okay. So this is all about your arrow buttons. So whether you would like to change the navigation arrows or whether you want to change the arrow background. So you see the moment I'm changing the arrow background, you will be able to get the difference. Okay. Apart from that, what is the other thing which we can do? Now, let me take you to another fourth slide, for example. Now, not necessary that we should always have an image only. Can we have a background of a video? Can any one of you tell me? If I want to change this slide background as a video, then what would you be doing? Can any one of you let me know? Okay. So in this case, what we will be doing? In this case, are you going to select manage slides or change slide background? Is any one of you aware about it? Yes. So is it that you have to click on manage slides or is it that you have to click on change slide background? Any idea what is it that you will be doing? In this case, you will be clicking on change slide background. Okay. And you want a video, then you can just go with any of the chef or let's say a cooking. Okay, so let's say if you go with the cooking, you can select any of the video, whichever video you want, and say change background. Okay, and say apply. So now do you want to apply to all the slides or you want to apply only to one slide? Now it is your call. Now you see, you can also play and see how is it going to show up. So this looks much more attractive. I'll just click on the preview option so that you will be able to see that how each and every slide will show up one after another after the number of seconds which we have set for. So if we have set 3 seconds, after 3 seconds, every slide will show up to the next one. Okay, so it all depends upon your choice, whether you would like to have the same one or whether you would like to get it played one after another. Okay, now if I ask you, now you are in the preview button. If you want to start editing once again, now you have just checked whatever changes you have made. Has it come out well or not? If it is not coming out well, then you have to edit. So how will you edit? Can any one of you tell me? Arya, Joy, Seemawati, Sandeep, can any one of you tell me? How will you edit this page? Any idea? Yes, where will you be tapping on? Okay, so you would be tapping on the extreme top right corner, which is called as back to editor. Correct, Arya. So I will tap on back to editor and you will be getting all the options here on the left hand side, on the right hand side, you will get all the options. So how will you identify whether you are in the editor mode or preview mode? You see, there are these editor options on the top, on the right, on the extreme left and right with these page break. So there are these layout options which will make you understand whether we are in the editor mode or preview mode. And whenever you need to edit, what will you do? You will click on this button. Okay, when you click on this button or any of the screen, you will get these options. Which options? You will get these options: manage slides, change background, settings, layout, design. So this brush option is for design, settings, and change layout. Okay, so which is the one which you want to go for? You can definitely allot the settings according to your choice. Now, next thing is, this was your header and this was your slider which we have done. Now, if I talk about your other criteria, about your footer, you should always maintain a social bar. Have you all observed whenever you go to any website, there is a social link also, that I suppose today you're visiting my website. You might not visit tomorrow also, no. But if I make you follow on my Facebook page, and if you are surfing your Facebook page every day, you will definitely follow me there, and whatever service I upload there, you will be able to check it out. Otherwise, if I simply ask you to visit my website on a daily basis, you will not do that, correct? You will visit once. If you like, you will follow my Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So this is a part of digital marketing. Okay. Now, in this case, if you set the social bar also, then it is a win-win situation for you. Why? Because Google will also rank you on top 10 pages of any other website if you have a social bar. If you don't have a social bar, then we will not be able to maintain search engine optimization. So that is a prima facie thing, that you have to maintain your search engine optimization. And if you don't do it, then you will not be able to get through it. Okay. So is every one of you clear till here? Now, how do we set the social link? I'll just tap on set social link. Suppose if you say, ma'am, that color and that option is not good, can we change it? Yes, definitely we can change also. So how do we change it? Let us say, if I click on this option, let's say if I click on this Instagram and I would like to put up a link, you can also put up any link to the Instagram page. You want to put up for Facebook, you can also put up the Facebook link. So it's all up to you whether you want to put up for Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram. But if you want to add some more icons, but in a better way, you can again click plus. Okay, you go to social option, and there are so many other icons also. Not necessary you have to go with this colorful only. You want to work smarter, you can go with this black and white also. You can delete this one, and rather you can put this as a footnote. Okay, so if you want to place it as a footer, footer means every page you will have this identified. But if you place it in footer, what will happen? The background design has to be changed. Okay. So in this case, if this background is black, then it will not work. You can change the footer design. You can make it, whether you want to have it as no color, you can make it contrast so that your social bars are visible. Okay. So if you want to customize the design, you can also customize the design. So let us say you want to go with the color ones, then you can opt for any of the colors for the background. Let's say, so which one was it that we had selected initially? Okay, so this is one thing. All right. So what we'll do is, rather than going with this criteria, we would pick up the better one. So now if I can undo this to the original part where we were initially, so you can just keep undoing it, and you can again say add, okay, and select the other one. So it's all your choice. Now, since we are moving this to the footer, and footer is in black, so this black icons would not look good, no? So hence we are putting up the colored ones. Now, what are the options for these icons? Let us understand. So the very first thing is layout. Whether you want to have it vertically, whether you want to have it horizontally, it's all your choice. And what is the spacing you want to keep? You want to keep a very nice spacing, let's say a 2-inch space, or you don't want to keep a space. It's all up to you. Or whether you want to increase the icon size, whether you want to decrease the icon size. Okay. So in this case, you can also say set social links. Now let us say it is not necessary that we might have an account in Tumblr also, Instagram also. You can delete it. And whichever icons you want to add extra, you can click on add icons And if you are there in any other criteria like LinkedIn or something like that, then you can add LinkedIn also. So anyone visiting your website should be able to visit your Facebook page, not your social page. I'm talking about business page or a YouTube channel if you have created, but we also have to subsequently put our YouTube link. Okay. So, you know, when you log into your YouTube channel, you get a link. So you can just put it up so that they can subscribe to your channel. They can go to your LinkedIn. So this is another way of digital marketing. Okay. But only adding icons will not work. You have to also link these buttons. Correct? So this is one. Secondly, any changes won't be okay. So this is, which is not necessary that you have to place it at the footer only. Now, why I'm asking you to put it on footer is so that every page which you or me would visit will be visible to all. If it is not visible, then how would I follow you? So if I want to follow you, I have to ensure that I should be giving you a platform. So let us say if you would ask me, if you are coming to my restaurant and if you ask me that what are the dishes, you might not be able to understand unless and until I give you a menu card. So same is the case with this particular social bar also. So unless and until you give an option to your viewer that what are the other platforms where your people can follow you, you have to set the links. You have to first create the pages. So when we will do digital marketing, at that time we'll understand how to create a Facebook page and how to put up the links. But as of now, map is also necessary at the bottom. If you have a physical location or a shop or a store, you can put up the map as well. You just click on this plus sign and there is this option for contact and forms. There's this option for the social, but also you see each and every time whenever I take you to, let's say if I would go to contact and forms, here you will get maps. Okay, so which kind of map would you like to have? Any one which you want, you can just put it up. So there is no hard and fast rule that you have to go with the black and white only. You whatever is your liking. So I would not say this is wrong or this is right. Okay. So now let us say if you would like to go with this one, just offer it. And again, you have an option to move it to footer. Okay. So would you like to have it on a footer or would you like to have it on the top is all your choice. But it should not disturb this page. It should either have it on the fresh page or there should be a space. So how would we add this map to a fresh page? Let's say if I would make some spacing down. And if rather I would just click on this one now. Now it works well. So what I'll do, I will just stretch it down and you can extend it as well. So the moment you extend, now how will people locate you? You have to give manage locations and you have to put your address here. Only when you put up your address, people will be able to locate. Okay, so let's say if I put up my address here, okay, people will be able to locate me. Correct. So if they want to visit me, they can visit my office. So I have to put up the location here. And that's all. So if you have multiple locations, you can say multiple and you can give multiple locations here. Wherever you are located in Hyderabad, Chennai, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, all the locations you can put it up in one center itself. Okay. So now you see the map of Mumbai has shown up here. So whoever wants to visit can visit here. Only if you locate your map. If you don't locate your map, then people will not be able to visit you. Okay. So these would help you to visit as a direction. Otherwise, you should always give your telephone number and address on the extreme bottom. So Wix.com is not needed. That you don't need to specify that you have created your website with Wix. You can delete it. Contact us button. Again, you can, link this button. So where is your contact us page? So you should always have a contact us page also. Unless and until you have a contact us page, you will not be able to get it with. Okay, so is everyone clear till here? So will you all be able to create these slides and contact us and map? So we have done altogether 3 features today. One was contact page. Okay, has to be created. Then is your maps, social page, and interactive slides. Correct? So if any one of you have any doubts till here, please get back to me. Till here, all clear? Yes or no? If you have any doubts, I'm waiting for your responses. Oh, so all clear, correct? Oh, now let's say if I can also inform you how to add a contactors page so that your visitor can put all the details about themselves. If you are visiting any of the website, they ask you if you have any queries, you can put up your details and we will reach you shortly, isn't it? So for that case, you have contact and form, but we cannot add a contact form in the existing page. So for that, we have to go to the second option and say add page. Now again, we would be asked whether you would like to select any of these templates. Say we would like to go with a blank page. Okay. And definitely we have to rename this page stands for what? This stands for contactors page. Okay, and say done. Because if we don't have contactors page and the social bars, no, then we will not be able to spot our customers. They will not be able to spot us, nor would we able to reach them. So in this case, again, plus sign. And again, you can offer any of the specimens. So whichever specimen you like, you can go for it and drag it. So let's say if you would like to have this, you don't have to sit and draw a table of something like that, but definitely a template is ready. You just have to select, and if you don't like it, you can edit the design also. So you want to change the color options, you want to go with the other options, background options and all, it's all provided. If you want to go back, you can undo as well. Now you want to add a new field, you can definitely add a new field also. You want to add emails, you want to collect the birthday of your client so that you can wish them. Okay, so this way you can keep adding whatever details you want. You can edit the field also. So instead of email, what is it that you want the visitor to read this as? Email ID or email address. Okay, so this is one thing which you can edit all together from scratch to your advanced level. So it is nothing that everything is created by website. You are the one who is going to put each and every bits and corners to your website. So the entire contribution would be done by you only. Okay, so you have the liberty to select what option to put in which corner and in which page. So in this case, if you don't want, type your message here. But if you want any other message to be given or type your query here would sound better, right? So in this case, you can have type your query here and you see it has been edited. So definitely you can edit your form. And as I said, if you want to change the animation, so the moment a visitor is going to open this page, do you want that to animate or not? Okay, so this way it can get animated as well. Okay, so all I intend to explain you is if you don't have your social bar and don't have your maps or your contactors bar, then your particular Google search will not rank you on the top 10 pages. So SEO will not work. So contactors page is compulsory. Whenever you are creating a website, contactors and social bar is compulsory for us. Okay, so this is one. Second is you can also add some gallery to your website. Let's say if I add a blank page again, let's say you want to showcase some products here. So let's say you want to have some of your product pictures. Let's say you are into a business of jewelry or you're into the business of food grains. You want to showcase your products. So how will you showcase your products? You have various options to add galleries. Whether you want to go with a collage, whether do you want to go with the fancy ones. Okay, so it's all your choice. What is the option you would like to go for? Whether you would go with this one or the diamond shaped ones, it's all your choice. Okay, now I will just teach you one by one. Say for example, if I go with this, so you see if I preview it, you must be wondering whether these are the images which would show up. Not really. So let's say if you want to edit these images, you want to replace these images, you can. Only thing which we are doing is we are picking up the style and the design how one after image or the other image would be showcased on your website. So if I as a visitor visit your website, I can have a full preview. No? So it's a very fresh look which the other person would feel, and it is an innovative way of presenting your images. Let's say you want to change it, you can again tap back to editor. Let's say you don't like this, you want to change the settings. You can also make sure that every image should be autoplayed automatically after 3 seconds, after 2 seconds, after 1 second. Okay, so it is your choice again. Now, let us say when click, do you want a link to get it open, or there has to be an open up, or there has to be a pop up? But in this case, you have to say nothing happens. In this case, you don't have to make anything because we are not adding a link as such. But definitely, if you want to change the design, if you want to have a collage, this is how the collage will be. Okay, but if you want to have the slideshow for your images, you can also pick slides, you can have oval format, you can have diamond format, whichever format you want your images, or a stack images, okay, stack of images which are randomly placed, or the one which we have just seen, this one, which is the one which you would like to have, and accordingly you can change your images. So definitely we will not stay with these images, we would delete all and we would click add images. Now my question is, not necessary, no, every time we will be adding from a website only. What if we have an image which we have clicked from our store and we want to get that added in our website? So in that case, we would say upload media. Okay, now let's say if you click on upload media, you can just drag and drop from your computer. Okay, otherwise, if I click drag and drop from computer, my path would get opened up. Now here you can just click on documents or desktop, whichever is the option, you can just go with it and upload it. Okay, now apart from that, let's say if I just press escape and close this. Now, what next is it that you can do apart from your images? You can also add videos. Let's say if I delete the image icon and you want to add some videos to your pages. There are different ways. One is a simple video which you upload in your website. Another one is whether you want to have it in this particular half oval shape, or you want to have it in this style. So definitely a tiger video will not be loaded. We can edit the video, but what we are showcasing is what design or what template do you want to offer, or would you like to go with the fancier ones, or it is a location and you want to put up a video. Okay, so in this case you can have a transparent video also. So if I select this butterfly over here and say change video, so definitely this video will not stay, but definitely you can change the change other video also. So whichever other video, other transparent videos you want to load, you can load it subsequently. But if you want to change the style or you want to change the design, you can change the settings as well. Okay, so this is one. Second, let us select the other design for you. Let me just put up another one. So let's say if I pick this one, location, so that you understand better. Now this, if I click on the play option, if I preview this, there is a shape in which a video is inbuilt, correct? Now what if you would like to change the video? This is not what you want to showcase, but you want to showcase something else. So how will you showcase it? Again, back to editor. Okay, click on this and say change video. Now whichever video you want to upload. Okay, so let's say if I go with any other, let's say if I go with the restaurant video, as of now I'm checking from the Wix, but if I have a video, you can also upload it. So let's say you want to have this one and add to page, then definitely what would happen, in the shape of location icon, you would be able to see a video is getting placed in this particular location icon. Correct? So getting me? So not necessary that we have to use the same video. We can also change the video. Only the concept and theme is what we are picking up from. So we don't have to create these shapes. So all you have to do, add video, whichever is the one which you would like to have, you can just pick it. So let's say if I select this one, okay, and say change video. In this case, which is the one which you would like, let's say if I go with this Paradise Serenity and add to the page. So you see, the main way of the presentation is getting changed. Video is something which is organic video, but how is it going to present? So the designing and the animation of the video is giving altogether a different aspect. No? So this makes someone something which is really going to be imperative. Okay. Okay, Arya. Okay, so this is one thing. And let us say if you do not practice, then you will not get an idea of how to create a website and how will you ask me the doubts. Okay. So if you are able to ask me doubts, then only you will be able to understand, correct? All right. So that can also be done. So how many of you want me to, Arya is saying just put up the recorded videos so that in the end, in the last session, we can ask you the doubts. So how many of you want a live session and how many of you want just the recordings? So let me know. That is what Arya is saying. Yes, so please give your suggestions. Now I'm just going to, you can also delete. If you don't want it, you can also, change the particular location as well as delete it. So as you want, you can either delete or you can keep it. So I hope the video option and your images options are all clear with you. So this one was your video. And also if you want to go with the gallery option, there are these images which you can keep adding up. And also you can go with the button options. Correct? So is everyone clear till here? Yes, so please let me know. And also there is this mobile friendly application. So whether would you like to have your website as a mobile friendly one or would you like to have it as a desktop only? So now how to change your website as mobile friendly? You wish to turn it off, you can turn it off. But again, I will not get a ranking to my website if I turn off. So ensure that you have your website mobile friendly. What is mobile friendly? If you visit my website and not on the desktop, but certainly on your mobile phone, then how will it appear? So you have to edit not only a desktop mode, but also you have to do the editing as a mobile mode. So only if you edit as a mobile mode, yes. So RF Sandeep sir has said live session and then recording because why I prefer live is whenever anyone has any doubt, they can ask me. Otherwise, in recordings, you will just watch it and at times it just gets carried away. You don't understand the thing and you forget to ask. So hence I'm taking one day live and then I'm putting up recording so that you can actually practice after. Why I provide recording, you know why? At times, some of the participants face some internet connectivity issues. Some of the participant has some emergency. Or next day when I give you assignment, you should have some reference so that you can again rewatch it and practice. That is the whole idea of giving the recording. But my main base is not only the one which I'm providing you on classroom, but my main base is to make you all understand so that you can implement in your future. So the only thing why we are having live session is you can ask me the doubts then and there. Okay. Yes, Arya? Okay. Now let us say if you want to change the page background or let's say you want to have the animation. So it is up to you whether would you like to change this particular background or not. So let's say you want to add some pages or you want to add a text to your mobile page. You can also add it subsequently. So let's say if I preview this, you can just click on preview. So it is not that you will be able to view your website only on the desktop. You can also view your website on mobile phone. But how would it show up in mobile phone is what we are previewing currently. So whether you want it other way around or whether you want it the same way is all we are discussing here. Okay. So again, if you want to edit back, you can also click on back to editor and you can definitely make the editing. Okay. Now this is one. But if you don't want to have a mobile friendly website, you want that even if someone is visiting my website, it should be in a full page screen view. Then what you need to do, go to settings, click on mobile friendly, okay, and turn it off. So whether you are watching my website on a mobile or whether you are surfing my website on a website, you will get a full preview mode only. So that is very, very important to understand whether you would like to have a mobile. But what is the advantage of keeping mobile friendly? The advantage of keeping your website as mobile friendly is that your website would be ranked on top. If your website would not be ranked on top, how people will understand that you are running a business or you are running something of your e-commerce portal? Correct? We want to reach maximum people. And Google says if you keep your website as mobile friendly, the other person would require less internet connectivity. Broadband connectivity is required less because the space is lesser on the mobile phones, correct, as compared to your PCs. So accordingly, the level and the designing of your website would be comprised vertically, not horizontally. If you go with your website on the PC, it goes horizontally, okay, in a landscape mode. But in a mobile, it is in a portrait form. So whether would you like to have it? It's not necessary, it is optional. Okay. So if you want to edit it, and if you're keeping your website as mobile friendly also, then make sure that you edit your website for both the criteria, for mobile as well as for your PC. If you just edit for PC, it might happen that for your mobile phone, whatever alignments has been made is not certain. So you have to change the alignments at times. So same way you can edit as well as you can preview. And if you are done with your editing, you can publish once and for all. Okay. So now please ask me if you have any doubts till whatever we had done. So let's say if I can also place these cards. So in the next session, we would be doing e-commerce. That is how to create an e-commerce website. That is, if you want to locate your products on the website, then how would you be doing with the cart option, sign in option, all that can be done. And say, if I have two cards here, if I were to delete one card, can I delete it? Just click on it and say delete. So it would get deleted automatically. Okay. So again, this is beneficial for you. So I hope that you all have understood how to add buttons, how to add your interactive slides, how to add your contact form and the social bar with maps. Yes. So will you all be able to practice? Okay, perfect, Arya. So any doubts, feel free to write down in your diary. So either email me or when we meet live, you can also ask me live. But only thing which I require from your end is be attentive and also practice, because I also want something to be practically applied. At the end of the day, it should not be that you are just learning, but I also want you to implement practically. So the implementation part will come only when you work on it and you get your doubts cleared from it. What happens if you just watch it now and after 1 month you would be working on the website, everything might get erased from your system. That means from your mind system, which you would not feel encouraged later. So, but now when you are into a learning process, no, this is something which is fresh in your mind. So immediately, that's the reason part by part I asked you to work on. So if I just teach you all 8 days and then I ask you, okay, now you're free to work, that would not fetch results. Then you might misplace some of the features. You must have observed in a website, there are so many minute details which we need to remember and we need to edit, correct? So that is the reason part by part, keep practicing and keep asking me the doubts. So do not hesitate while asking me the doubts, because you all are on the learning platform. So there is nobody going to judge you at any time, even if you ask me any kind of doubt, correct? So let me know, because another day which we would be doing would be blog, and the other thing which we would be doing would be your online store. How to add your cart, member page, how to add your payment options so that people can check out from your website at the same time. Have you all seen that if you do any online shopping from Amazon, Myntra or something like that, you're redirected to internet banking page. So these people have a mediator with Payubiz, Razor Pay. They pay commission to these people, 2% commission, 1% commission on every transaction. So not immediately we merchants get the payment on the same day. It is like it takes 1 or 2 days processing day, and after that deduct 2% commission, then that amount will be credited in your account if it is an e-commerce portal. But payment options are taken by those people who are dealing in millions of transactions in a day. In a day when they have thousands of customers paying them. then only they go with this pay you bills and razor pay. Otherwise, it is not affordable for us to have 2% commission to be paid. But definitely, if you want your e-commerce business, then that is the only option. So, which is what we would be checking out next, right? So, did you all try putting up the text and the menu page in the first session? Did you try adding up some pages? Yes or no? All right. So, I'm waiting for your responses. Let me know. And also, I wanted to know that how many of you are keen in, getting yourself enrolled for your Excel class or any of the class for your online teaching tools. Yes, anyone from teaching background or research background or your Excel class. So definitely it would be an add-on to your curriculum and resume if you want to learn basics and advanced level with all your shortcut keys and functions. Or if you want to go with your research work, then SPSS is the answer. Anyone from commerce, we also have Tally. So whether it is Tally or SPSS, you would be getting the softwares for free so that you all can practice at yourself after getting the learnings done. Correct? So this is one thing. So now it is all your choice that which is the one would you like to offer after your website. We also have online teaching tools. So choice is yours. Okay. So subsequently, as you know, it's alternate days. So all these classes would also run alternatively. So none of the class is going to get clashed with your existing one. Correct? So yes, Arya, Subhash, Seemavati, Sandeep, Joy, which is the one which you would like to go for. Let me also share you the attendance in a bit so that you all can head for your dinners. Okay. So is it Excel, Tally, or is it online tools or SPSS? Okay, so you all are interested. Yes, your students can also enroll for this area. So if you have your kids at home or if you have students under you, they can also definitely get enrolled. So it's open for all. There is no age limit as such. They can go for it definitely. Okay. All right. So this is definitely going to upskill because these are all short-term courses. And yes, you can share it ahead with your students definitely. A win-win situation for them because this is a need of the hour. As you know, having an experience, having a qualification is one way, but also they need to upskill themselves for the other courses which are shorter, which would help them to fetch better placements and better employment opportunities. So Excel is something which can be done by anyone. So there is no basic criteria that you have to be from commerce, science, engineering, any background will do. Okay. So I have shared you the attendance link. You can just submit your attendance for the day, every one of you. So today's session on the scale of 10, how much did you all understand? Arya, Joy, Sandeep, Seemavati, can you all let me know? So did you all understand each bit of it, whatever we have done? Good? Oh, sure. So you should be satisfied. At the end of the day, your satisfaction is my reward. So you are satisfied, you are able to implement, nothing like it. Okay. Because once you get any knowledge, just getting a knowledge and keeping in the pocket is not worthwhile for me. Also, implementing the same practically is what I feel is going to get you much more satisfaction and much more confidence. You will experience when you get some skills and when you are able to do it by yourself, you will feel confident enough. Your confidence will boost and you will get self-esteem, isn't it? So every time it's not all about the certificates or not only about learning, but also implementing. Oh, that's great. So hope to see you soon because I also intend to teach you e-commerce and all the types of digital marketing, how to go with Google Analytics, how to analyze the traffic. So we have so many things, email marketing. So this was just the basic of website, but definitely we are looking forward for some more excitement in website along with digital marketing. Okay. So I would put up this video And I'll also put up your assignment, whatsoever we have done. Try doing it. Whenever you get doubt, write down in a diary so that when we meet next, you can ask me. Or if you have any snapshots, you can take a snapshot and keep it with you, which you can share it with me and ask me the doubts. All right. So please take care and stay safe. Good night, everyone. Happy dining. Have an amazing weekend. And also ensure that you are in touch. Okay. Bye-bye.